Okay, so they took away the countdown for some mess up reason. Is the music too loud? I don't know. Let's see. Right, that should be perfecto. So testing one, two. The volume is very low. That's quarter. That's quarter of a quarter. I think that's too low. That's a quarter. Right, we got there in the end, boy. Telling you that was 2 days of messing around. So it looks like the whole world's going mad. The whole world's getting scared. You got a lockdown. No, first you got which one came first? So the elections or was it lockdown? Well, elections was yes, it was yeah. So lockdown was announced or leaked on Saturday. So I don't know who, but I don't know why the government is getting vexed with them leaking the lockdown because that's what they do. Like that's how they govern. So I don't understand what's the big problem. Like that's how they govern, isn't it? So I don't understand what the big deal is. You know what? Actually, now that I'm playing around with this, I can actually do this better. Cause I can share my screen. Ah, it's okay. You know what? All right, I'm gonna stick with this one. I'm gonna fix up next. Watch my next upload. My next upload is gonna be a bit better now. Now I know. Okay, I know how to write this thing now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyway, so the lockdown was leaked on Saturday. I don't think anyone really cares. I don't think no one's gonna abide by these rules. To be quite honest with you, I know it's sad and people are dying, but I don't think I just can't see it. Obviously, businesses have to close because they're an established, they're bricks and mortar. So, all it takes is a policeman or woman or some authority figure to come and see what's going on, and they'll give you fines and shit. So you have to, you have to abide by the rules. But in saying that, I just can't see it. Most people they're not even talking about it. It's like it's no big deal. It's like they're just like whatever. They're not doing it, and I don't understand why. See, my man, the Labour leader Keir Starmer, suggested this weeks ago, and this man stood up in the House of Commons and was like, "Oh no, rubbish! You want to see business fail? You don't want to see? You want to shut down schools?" And my was like, "Well, the school's on holiday, so if you just give them an extra holiday, extra week, we could do it like in that space of time while the kids are off. Because now you got a lockdown, but all the schools are in, and the kids have to go to school. They have to go to school because they've missed too much of school already. So I don't understand. So, but it's like they're going to school, then you're locking down. It don't make no sense. I think they just totally lost control of this thing now. Are they? Whether they have control of it or not, has anybody actually got control of it? I don't know. This is the thing. You have to. I don't know how they're gonna do this. I really don't. I think it's just gonna. I personally believe it's just gonna come to a point where they're just gonna be like, you know what, you're on your own. Basically, you're just on your own. They're just gonna keep everything up and running. NHS gonna be up and running. And if you come in with these symptoms, they're not really gonna try and fix you too tough, depending on the input level, the patient levels in the hospitals. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna. I don't. That's what I think is gonna happen. Depending on where you live, your location, how big or small your hospitals are, what their capacity is, how much people have got in there, and what's going on. Yeah, I don't. I think that's just what's gonna happen now. After this, because how many times can you actually lock down? And then it just comes over health over wealth, and you know how Europeans go, money over everything, especially in the UK. It's money comes first. That's just what it is. America, same thing. And now you got this election thing, which is actually funny. I've been watching the news, and you would be surprised in thinking that no, you would think that there is no black people that live in America. I swear down, because all I'm hearing about is white working class, white blue collar, Rust Belt, Latino, and Cuban in Florida. You would think there's no black people in America, and you know what's actually funny? Because the black people been, let's keep it real, they've been, I want to, no, begging's the wrong word. They've been putting the Democrats on notice that you need to take us seriously, and these are our demands. This is what we want. And these guys, they ain't been listening. They have not been listening. And it's funny because everything's so tight and marginal now. It's coming down to, I think, one state, I can't remember what state it was, and it's down to like 200,000 votes in Wisconsin or something, or Pennsylvania. And it's just like, oops, pardon me. And it's just like, had they of taken black people seriously and proper take them seriously, not no lip service, they would have won this by now. This would have been wrapped up by now, but no. And you know Donald Trump ain't just gonna be walking out. You understand? So yeah, he's already made it clear. He unless he lost by a landslide, no way was he gonna walk out of there just like this. And the people keep on saying he could be arrested as soon as he leaves office. I need to know what he could be arrested for. They keep saying it. I don't know what for exactly. I know what it's about. Is impeachment or what is it? I don't know, because impeachment just means going to talk to the police or authorities. It doesn't actually mean nothing like what we thought it was gonna be. But it's interesting because you know Ice Cube, he had his black contract, and it was, you know, it could have been added on and edited, so it wasn't the be all and end all. But the Republicans was the only people that actually took it seriously and had a plan for black people. The Democrats was like, well, we'll talk to you after. So they're carrying on what they're carrying on with. So it's funny. Had they just dealt with black people properly, I think this would have been wrapped up. But they never. So the black people, they didn't come out to vote, and they be left to hang. The world's looking like a scary place, man. You got a war in Armenia, Armenia and Azerbaijan. Them two are warring. You got this election thing going over here. You got Brexit round the corner, and that's just looking crazier by the day. On Brexit, it's funny, you know, I was on Facebook yesterday, and when one of these black economic groups on there, and it's funny, you know, because sometimes I think we do too much talking. We do too much talking, and we think that's progress. You understand? Oh yeah, well we need to strategize and this and that, and it's just like they're talking about this trade deal that the UK has that they have with Kenya, right? So I was thinking, is this a new trade deal? Like, is this a new trade deal, or is this a rollover trade deal from the EU? Because obviously Kenya, they're not powerhouses like that, so they kind of will take what they can get. You understand? So if the UK is leaving the EU, all right, you could take that deal with you, cause we want business. Yeah, they're not really gonna put much demands and back and forth and this sort of thing. So I was just interested. So quick Google search, not even 3 minutes, tells me they had a deal. Kenya has had a deal with the EU since 2016. So all these people on this Facebook group are talking about, yeah, we need to strategize and we need to talk with leaders and this and that. And I'm like, hold on, you lot could have done this from 4 years ago. Why are you lot talking like it's breaking news now? Oh yeah, because this and that, and we could. And I'm like, then I look at what they actually trade. They trade cut flowers, coffee. What else is it now? Oh, don't make me get my phone out and look. Hold on 1 second. So hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's the UK one. I know cut flowers. I can't find it. Oh my gosh. Kenya trade deal with the EU. Okay. Hold on. I can't find it. Anyway, I'll keep talking and I'll find it as I'm going along. But anyway, so I'm thinking, this is when I say that we're way behind the curve. Coffee, did I say coffee? I said coffee. But anyway, like I said, we're very slow and behind the curve. Because if that was the case, and then anyway, I'm looking at what they sell, and they're basically their deal is for big business. It's not. Their deal is not for. It's not for the likes of us. These are the big companies that deal with coffee and cut flowers. These are your big supermarkets that have loads of flowers. The coffee is for your Nescafes and your Nestle's, and this is what it's for. You see what I'm saying? There you go, tobacco. There you go, mainly coffee, cut flowers, tea, tobacco, fish, and vegetables. So how does that benefit you? That's what I'm saying. Like we keep gravitating towards the continent. I understand why, but we have to understand, like, we're separated from them for so long. We got nothing over there for us like that. You understand? And then they're talking about, well, you could go to your local MP and demand a meeting with business leaders. How do you demand meeting with a business leader? Your MP cannot even demand a meeting with these heads of big business. They can't even make them pay tax. So how are they gonna get a meeting for you? They can't even do it for themselves. How are they gonna help you? So when you think about it now, so let's break it down now. Coffee, the companies I just mentioned. Cut flowers, the big supermarkets and big chains like Pigeon.com, Moonpig, them sort of companies, big hotels, and there probably a big supply that supplies these hotels. These sort of things, that's what they do. Big supermarkets. Tea, again, same things. Tobacco, same thing. Fish, same thing. Vegetables, same thing. So how do we as black people in the UK benefit from that? You understand? So then, okay, so because sometimes you can't be always doom and gloom, you have to offer up results. So I was just like, okay, well, the only way you could get something out of that, you would have to go over there. You would have to, when all this madness has stopped, you could go over there, have meetings with local traders. That's small to medium sized traders. Have a trade route, meaning a freight plane or ships where you could put your stuff on and they'll go and get it and deliver it to you, and do it like that. That's the only way it's gonna benefit you. And I'll be surprised if you could import coffee, because that's a big commodity. That's stocks, man. Stocks and bonds. Tea, same thing, stocks and bonds. Tobacco, blood, you try moving tobacco in here and don't put your taxes on that shit, blood. You see what happens to you. The inland revenue will be knocking on your door before you wake up in the morning. They'll be knocking on your door before you even get the delivery. They'll put the thing through your door telling you to come and get it. Yeah, you know when you order something from America or South America and they tell you to come and get from some such and such a place because you have to pay taxes on it? Yeah, you better go there and pay your taxes on that. And then they'll start asking you some serious questions. But fish, that's perishable goods, so I don't see how you would even move fish over here, personally. Vegetables, perishable items. So again, how does that benefit us? That's what I'm saying. Us as black people over here, we need to come up with our own plan. We need to stop looking abroad, stop looking to the United States. As much as we love them, start looking to America, We know we love our black brothers over there and sisters. Stop looking to the continent as much as we love them. Stop that. Stop looking to the West Indies, blood. Everyone's in their own fight, and we all need to. The only thing we could do is work in tandem. You may not be working together, but you're all heading towards a common goal. That's the only thing you can do. So I don't know why people's getting excited about this trade deal, because this trade deal, they've had a trade deal with the EU since 2016, and no one ain't thought it was a good idea then. So why is it a good idea now that it's Brexit and we're leaving? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so I think that's it. I can't think of. There's other topics I need to get on, but oh god, Boris Johnson. Before I go, Boris Johnson, this rude, disrespectful MF, this guy. Now listen, I'm no, I'm no fan of the system or no friend of Theresa May, but she's the ex-prime minister. How is this woman? They're in prime minister's questions yesterday. She's standing up to give her speech / question, and this woman wasn't even 5 seconds into her speaking, and this man got up and walked out. How disrespectful is that? That is. I can't just listen. That is rude, and you can see people on his side of the fence because they're showing the camera, and there's dudes there. They're on their phones. They're not even paying attention. They're on their phones tapping away. And my man put his phone down just to say like you can see how rude that was. Like that just shows you. Anyway, this is my first recording broadcast on this new system that I've put together. Hopefully when I put it up on YouTube, it will sound much better than the last one. The last one was cutting in and out. I don't understand what's going on. But this seems, fingers crossed, so far so good. So fingers crossed when I put it on it will be crystal clear and stuff. Anyway, this is my first one. Anyway, I'm just ranting on this one. I'll come again.